Hello. Hello, good evening. How is everyone doing? Hi, everybody. Gee whiz and gee willikers. Look at all of you crazy fucks. I gotta go turn chat off on this other thing. I put it on just to test it, but it doesn't need to be on anymore. There we go. There we go. That's better. There we go. Now the show looks like a hastily thrown together piece of shit and not a completely incompetent piece of shit. A good evening. A good evening to all of you. What do you mean it's still on? I had to turn the chat off of it. I like having the little spinnies down there. I know it drives some people crazy, but keeps my brain engaged. Look how one spins one way and the other spins the other way. It has always been a dream of mine to get a woman's breasts going in two opposite directions at the same time. You know how, they'll to have one rotating clockwise and one rotating counterclockwise. Like a pair of nunchucks. Oh no, the camera's on. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I really am. What have I done? Stream with TJ and help his low energy. Oh, is TJ streaming right now? We've got to work this out. We're doing too many cross streams. Left TJ streams for these nunchucks. Yeah. Oh, I bet it's salty over there with TJ if he's quitting smoking. I bet it's a salt. Is it a salty situation over there tonight? Is the salt a flowing? Monster Hunter World, dude, I'm so far out of the game now, dude. Iceborne done came out. I'm not trying to be carried by you just one-shotting everything with your bow. I'm out, dude. I'm out of the loop, man. I don't even remember how to use my weapons. Only halfway through Iceborne. I don't even own Iceborne yet. So you got me. Dude, if you're halfway through fucking Iceborne, it's going to take me forever to catch up. TJ isn't even streaming, Paul. Well, shit. The PS5 looks like ass. I haven't seen it yet, but I don't care. I don't care what it looks like. It could literally look like a big ass. You know, like a big ass with like a glowing blue butthole for a power light, and I'd still buy that motherfucker. I don't give a fuck what it looks like. I ain't buying no PS5 for no aesthetics. I'm getting the PS5 because that motherfucker's going to have the best exclusives. Grand Theft Auto 6. Red Dead Redemption 3. I beg your pardon. Drinking some wine tonight. I've got wine in my skull glass. Now that's tasty. Now that's the good stuff. Har consoles. Har consoles as you spend fucking 12 hours a day playing Animal Crossing on your Switch. Get out of here. Get out of here. You ain't getting away with that one. You ain't getting away with that one up in here. Nintendo, the only valid console. Oh, I see. PS5 looks better than the Xbox mini fridge. Yeah. You haven't played Animal Crossing in weeks? I bet your animals are sad. I bet they miss you. I bet they've hella been sending you letters like, where did you go? I hope you come back. And you're just like, fuck them bitches. You're just like, I don't care. I ain't got time for them bitches no more. Quarantine's over. I don't love you anymore, you little raccoon with a heart shirt that I made just for you. Yeah, I got a job now. Gotta work. Sorry, friends. Sorry, all my little animal friends. TJ took a BuzzFeed quiz that says you're getting married in 2021. Get ready. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Good old marriage. The world's strangest contract. I mean, I don't know that Animal Crossing exploded necessarily. Like, it's always been popular. Every time there's a new Animal Crossing game, people go ape shit for it. I just want a new Elder Scrolls game that isn't bad like Fallout 4. Oh. Okay. Where does TJ stream? If you're a patron, go check your Patreon. He's doing a patrons-only stream that plebs don't get to watch. Plebs do not get to watch. Hi, Paul. My roommate has shifted from a moderate leftist to a Jordan Peterson fart-sniffing conservative. How should I go about not screaming at him every time he brings up politics? If you really want to get his goat, just learn to impersonate Kermit the Frog and answer him in Kermit. So when he's like, masculinity is just the totality of all of our quote-unquote sins as they are enumerated in the Bible. Be like, why are there so many songs about rainbows? And what's on the other side? That's how you deal with it. That's how you deal with it. I'm a $10 patron and I prefer watching you. I mean, you've made the right choice. You've made the right choice. I am the greatest thing ever to happen to entertainment. Tidy up your government-approved living pod. That's right, bucko. Clean your room. I'm watching both. It's rather confusing. Mais oui, Capitan, mais oui. What the fuck does a like do on a YouTube live stream? Nothing. Especially on this one where I did like the streamer doesn't give a fuck about likes and shit. It does nothing. Mais oui, mon ami. Are beau, c'est beau la vie pour les grands et les petits. What JP says about skateboarders is right, though. Leave those kids alone and clean your room. Okay, well, fair enough. I agree that skateboarders should be left the fuck alone and allowed to, break their ankles and shit. It's good, wholesome fun. Nobody should stand in the way of it. Okay, Dad. All right, Dad. I get a feeling that if anybody insults me tonight, I'm not even going to really see it as an insult. I'm not going to get it. It's going to fly right over my head. Excuse me. I'm going to take it as a joke. I choose to take it as a joke. Whatever. Gay is not an insult. It is okay to be gay, and gay people are just as valid as non-gay people. So I won't even respond to that as an insult. It is okay to be gay. It is okay to be gay. I didn't say I was going to be super positive. No, excuse me. I didn't say I was going to be super positive. I made no such promise. I just said that I don't think I'm going to be able to understand whether or not you're trying to insult me tonight. So you might as well just be nice to me. Look at this face. Doesn't this look like the face of a man that deserves some niceness? Don't I look benevolent? Do I not deserve to get my balls washed every once in a while? Huh? Do I always got to be the butt of every joke? Oh, Paul, You're fat. You're stupid. You're filled with rhinoceros cum. You think I don't know these things? I don't need you guys to tell me these things. I'm fully aware. I look like I belong in the Three Stooges? Cool. What would be my stooge name? Everyone gets hate on the internet. It's not personal. It's strictly business. Do you think I don't realize this? Motherfucker, I was there when they fired up the hate machine. Okay? I smelled the first whiffs of its noxious fumes as it came screaming out of the tailpipe. I was there when they fired up the fucking hate machine. I helped fuel the hate machine my whole fucking life since then. Think I don't know? You think I don't know? Paul, you look like you're tired from living. Aren't you? Am I alone? Am I the only person for whom living is exhausting? What are you, having a great fucking time? What do you do? Just wake up with your dick in the mouth of a model, you know, in some fucking condo right on the beach somewhere and just go, ah, ha, 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 another day of blowjobs by the white sand beaches. Like, yeah, I'm tired of living, aren't you? What the fuck, man? Seriously, what the fuck? Everyone point and laugh. Paul has left the building. I just got in the building. I just kicked the front door of this motherfucker open and said, "What up?" What you drinking? Wine. Go ahead and judge me if you want. I'm drinking wine. It's I think it's a Zinfandel. My girlfriend signed up and then immediately canceled once we got the wine for this like wine thing that sent us 6 bottles. And so we've been having a little wine here and there. It's a little bit of wine here and there. I don't like white wine. I like red wine. Wine that's pretty bourgeois of you. Pfft. Man, you don't understand, man. Wine was the drink of the people before it was the drink of the bourgeois. Wine was the people's drink. It was we that stomped the grapes, okay? It was we that tended the vintage. Wine was a people's drink, a people's comfort drink. And then the bourgeoisie appropriated it, as they do all good things that come from the lower castes. No, wine, you should never look at wine and go like, ooh, that's too bougie. No. Take wine back. Wine was the common man's comfort for most of human history, or at least for most of wine's existence. Paul, independent self-governing trade union Solidarity, literally named Solidarity, was implemented by worker class in Poland in the 80s and executed exactly how you describe it. That's really cool. I've actually heard this from a few people, and I'm planning on looking into it because I want to brush up on some talking points using it. But thank you for the good piece of information. Except in that they employed this technique to overthrow the Soviet communist government to switch to democratic capitalism. Well, that's what I'm advocating for, too, a regime change eventually. So it sounds like they succeeded. They got the regime change they wanted. I just happen to want a different kind of regime change out of it. I'm glad that Vosh stream happened to see y'all. Hope to see y'all talking in the future. I will never speak. I will never speak to that piece of shit again. Not after he treated me. Not after his community memed about me. Did you see the things they were saying? Did you see what they said? They said I look like Dr. Eggman. They called me a boomer doomer. They called me a LARPer. I've never been so offended in my life. No, I'll talk to Vosh again. That's fine. I liked Vosh. I even liked his fans. I actually went into Vosh's Discord today and had like an hour and a half long conversation about unions with a bunch of his fans. When I told him who I was, like I started talking, and then I was like, "Hey, by the way, I'm Paul Zigo from the other day." And then I provided provenance, and they were like, "Oh, you're the doomer." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm the doomer that looks like Dr. Eggman." And they all laughed, and then I had them by the balls. See, all you got to do is be self-effacing. Dude, I had that whole room sitting and listening to my union rants for an hour and a half, and I had a bunch of people agreeing with me, too. This is what I'm talking about, guys. This is what I'm talking about, fellas. This is what you must do. Yeah, very based and praxis-pilled, yeah. Haha, yeah, talk to Vosh again. His fans are dicks. No, I like his fans. They're cool. You never discussed what kind of pies you would eat versus Arnold. The ingredients matter. Shepherd's pie, cherry, boysenberry? If I got to pick, I would probably pick a lemon meringue or a key lime. Those would be the two pies that I would prefer to sit and eat 3 of. Paul, do you think we could build up a political party by a union of like-minded channels such as Vosh, DFF, Secular Talk, Jimmy Dore, etc.? No. I don't think we could. I think those people disagree too much to decide on a unified platform. So, no, I don't think we could. I love the Vosh stream. I would love a long discussion between you two. Cool. Well, I'll probably hit Vosh up after the election and shit. When this Biden shit is behind us and it's really not going to be an impediment. And by that time, too, I'll have had a long time to refine my union arguments and build upon them. And I feel like at that point, we could probably have a pretty cool conversation again. But too much of a good thing is a bad thing, as everybody knows. Oh, I love pecan pie. I mean, pecan pie is real good, but I don't know it's the best one to choose if you're going to be eating 3 pies. Number one, it's cloyingly sweet in a way that pies usually aren't. And number 2, really filling in a way that pies usually aren't. I mean, the amount of pecans or pecans that you're dealing with. That's a lot. That's a lot of protein. Pecan pie in a contest equals diabetic coma. I mean, any kind of pie eating contest equals diabetic coma. Highdeology. So to ask again, when should the solidarity idea become an international thing? When it's ready to become an international thing? I mean, there's a good chance that if it takes off here, that the international community starts to follow on their own. In fact, I think that's probably the way that it'll work out. How fast that happens or when it happens is kind of up to those countries and the people in it. Does Matt Stoney throw up? Who's Matt Stoney? Talking to Vosh seems more like taking a political quiz than hashing out ideas. You talk at length, and all he does is spit out a useless label. That's not really true. I didn't feel that way. I mean, you may have felt that way about our interaction or his interactions with other people, but I think he's got a lot of interesting things to say. He's a smart dude, very well read. Clearly has his heart and mind in the right place. That's how I felt about Vosh. Matt Stoney eats inordinate amounts of food for money on the internet. Oh, he's one of those dudes? I probably bumped into him then at some point. Like, I'm sure that the fucking algorithm tossed a Matt Stoney video at me at some point. I'm a big fat fuck. The algorithm has to know that. At this rate, you'll be lucky if there's an America to discuss after November. Yeah, point taken. Point taken. Dad, don't get banned. I'm just going to warn you, Dad, don't get banned. I'm putting you on notice, Pops. Don't get banned. I'd hate to see it happen to you. Dad, cheaters are the absolute worst of the worst. Yeah. Having to put my own dad in his place, man. The world is gone. The world is topsy-turvy, is it not? Just check the solidarity stream. Once the idea builds more, could turn to a DFF episode. Also, I saw the Patreon message you made, and I'm getting pretty tired of this isolation. What? Thanks, I think. How would a resource-based economy without currency interact and trade with other countries? Well, you don't trade. I am for the abolishment of all capital and all forms of trade. So you would not trade with other countries. There would be no other countries in the ideal situation. You would you would have a global government and a global resource-based economy. So there would be no need to deal with things like trade. Paul, I like how your beard is spreading out like some kind of sea sponge. I know. I've really gone a long time since I trimmed it, and I've fought the wildness of my beard for a long time, and I figure at 40, I want to see where it goes. I looked at my beard one day, and I had the scissors in my hand and everything. I had the safety scissors, you know, and I was like, beard, today's the day. You getting trimmed back. And it looked at me and he said, why, Paul? Are you afraid of where I might go should you leave me alone? And I said, no. Then let me, Paul. Let me grow like a withered old tree and see how far my branches shall reach. And I said, okay. All right, beard. Challenge accepted. And since then, I've really come to I have a kinship with the beard now, you know, because I'm not restricting it anymore. I'm letting it go where it will. And I'm letting it do what it wants. I asked Vosh about talking with you about transhumanism, but he didn't like the idea, called it circle jerky. Yeah, I mean, you know, the bread and butter of his channel is not having people on that he agrees with all the time, you know? The bread and butter of his channel is like arguing with a dude or a chick. So, yeah, I get it. He knows I'm a transhumanist. He knows that he and I probably aren't very far apart in that ideology, if at all. and it probably wouldn't make a very good topic of conversation. Do you feel as though the beard brings you closer to nature? Yes. Yes. I feel the call of the wild now. Be walking Dinor. You know, there's that stand of woods out behind my house, and I'll be walking Dinor down there, and there's this little voice that seems to emanate from the beard that says, "Come, Paul, return to the place where your kind was born. Run naked and free and guiltless amongst the trees as your ancestors did. Take what you want. Do what you want. Free, truly free." And I say, beard, one day, but today is not that day. Thoughts on ContraPoints? I mean, I like her perspective. I don't always agree with every ContraPoint, but I like her presentation, and I like her perspective on things, and I agree with her more than I disagree with her. Have you and TJ ever thought about buying a plot of land in Montana? No. I can fairly tell you that TJ and I have never had a simultaneous thought about buying plots of land in Montana. Guaranteed. Tajikafants galore tonight, man. You can always tell when a Tajikafant, because like they're not always like immediately sucking dick, but they always have to work TJ into every question. You know what I mean? They always got to be like, Paul, do you think TJ would buy, you know, like, do you think TJ likes your union argument? What do you think TJ would think about this? Or, you know what I mean? It's like, you fucking Tajikafant. Get out of here. Get out of here. Go, you know, go tweet a picture of Marilyn Manson at TJ already. If you're that hard up for his attention. Get out of here, you Tajikafant motherfucker. And the Scotists, they're the worst of all. You can't even talk to a Scotist. Apologists, yes. Polishers, as they like to be called sometimes, yes. These are reasonable people that you can have a fucking conversation with. Hey, Paul, thank you for all the content over the years. Your commentary is always brilliant. I disagree, but thank you for the $5, Evan. I disagree. I think that my commentary is routinely asinine, but I appreciate the sentiment. TJ is a god. There's one right there, dude. These poor bastards. These poor bastards. Blinded by TJ's floppy man boobs. Doomed to attempt to repeat the cycle of TJ that only TJ himself is capable of living in. They see themselves. See, this is the thing. Polishers or apologists, they're their own man and woman. They're their own people. Like, they enjoy me. They think I'm funny. They think I can be insightful at times. But at the end of the day, they walk their own path. They walk that lonely road down the only one I've ever known. But Tajikafants, this is the sad thing about Tajikafants. They think one day they're going to be TJ. They're like, I'm going to live just like TJ. I'm going to listen to Marilyn Manson just like TJ. Do you guys know I have the same limited edition Manson figure that TJ displays in the back of his recent videos? I purchased it right around the same time that TJ did because I saw it in one of his videos. One of these days, I'm gonna be TJ. Oh, the plight of the Tajikifant. Oh, the sad realization. Oh, the sad realization that every Tajikifant goes through when they realize that there is only one TJ, and there can only be one TJ. I want to be like Reservoir Dogs, yeah. Yeah, cool, like the Reservoir Dogs. One of these days, here's another Tajikifant fantasy. Let's just do this for a while. Let's rip on Tajikifants for a hot minute, shall we, guys? One of these days, I'm going to meet TJ. Like, I'm going to pop into his DMs, and we're going to have a conversation, and he's going to say to me, you know what? I'd given up on humanity. But now that I've met you, Kent Manson 2727, hashtag TJ Forever, I know that I have a kindred spirit in the world. That's what TJ will say to me. He'll say, well, I've never met someone that completes my sentences. Poor fucking Tajikifants, dude. Poor fucking Tajikifants. God damn. God damn, it's so sad. Hashtag TJ Forever. I'm going to bring TJ this talking point, and he's going to sit and listen to me for 3 hours. And then in total silence. And then at the end, he won't even say anything. All I'll hear is... It's going to happen, guys. I'm just going to DM him 5 or 6 more times a week. Surely he'll respond this time. Poor Tajikifants. Hey now, Paul. That could actually happen. I think TJ would find me quite insightful. Uh-oh. Scottists are in a worse place. They don't necessarily think they're going to be Scotty one day, but they do think that Scotty would piss on their gums if their teeth were on fire. You know what I mean? They don't understand. Scottists do exist. Yes, they do. They're out there. They're a scary group. What about the rare Stevelites? They are rare. They tend to be a very peaceful sect, Stevieites. They're a peaceful sect that likes to build things with their hands, you know? But they're very rare. They're a very small sect. Yeah, they're basically Amish. They're like neckbeard Amish. They craft at the iron forge. They forage the land for fish and for berries. They prepare themselves for the coming apocalypse peacefully. They live off of the land. And the land, it lives off of them, if you get my drift. One single bush. Yeah, that's because it respawns every day. So it's like every day they go to the bush, pluck the berries thereof. Scotty's just angry TJ. I don't know. There's a pretty large gulf between TJ and Scotty. I'll tell you that right now. It's amazing how nature does that. I'm not even sure what we were just talking about, but yeah, dude, nature is fucking amazing. You are but a simple tomatino, a worshiper of the true being that deserves your praise. Signor Tomat. Don't take my word for it, but I believe that fans of the Deep Fat Fried will be hearing from Signor Tomat in the not-too-distant future. So if your heart burns for the rhythm of life, stay tuned, for Tomat shall return. Do I still get roles as an actor? No. I don't try out for roles as an actor. I've got a role on my own show and multiple properties therein. I already landed the role. I took the political compass and the 8 values test on a Highdeology like not that long ago. In fact, I think I have a tweet about it that I could probably find. Let's see. The political compass, yeah. No, fuck it, I don't care. I don't even want to go look it up. If you care enough, go look at my Twitter and scroll back through, and eventually you'll find that. I also did a Myers-Briggs test live on a show on a Highdeology once. So, there you go. I took the test and the red dot was all the way to the bottom left. Good for you, bro. You won. Hey, how do you feel about debating alt-righters? My bro recently fell into that, and although the ideology is very stupid, he's much better at debating than me. Captain of the debate team in school. I don't waste my time. I don't waste my time debating a goddamn person. All right? I'll go have arguments. I'll go have discussions with people and shit, but I don't do debates. Captain of the debate team. How do you defeat your brother who's captain of the debate team, dude? Debates are not necessarily, I don't know that they're overrated. I just don't take part. I don't like them. I don't like the format. Yeah, take your brother to Vosh to be deconverted. Let the man in the man bun do the dirty work. I feel like the alt-right has rebranded. None of the big names are relevant at all anymore. Dude, I personally people should thank me. You know that? People should thank me. I personally slew two dragons of the alt-right. 2. Not just 1, but 2. Dragons of the alt-right. And at the time, people would say that I was on the alt-right. I slew them both. I thrust my fists against the posts and still insist I see the ghosts. Milo and... Oh, there's another name that hasn't been around in a long time. Who was slain by yours truly. Slain. Warski the Narc. Warski the Narc, dude. Milo said he would have gotten more money if he was on the left. I don't think that's true. Milo rode the red wave. At the time that Milo ascended to mass popularity, there was no money on the left being passed around. There was no money in being a leftist at that time. Now there's money in being a leftist again. Now leftist thought has made its way around the, fucking horn and showed up again. And now there's money in that. But at the time when Milo ascended to national popularity, the red wave was in full effect and the alt-right was where you were making money. Who do you miss online who just vanished or even died, went to jail? There was this dude named Phil Hellenes back in the day that was really good. He made really good atheist themed videos, but more social critiques and shit with an atheist tortilla. He was really good, a smart guy, and he just kind of I don't know if he died or decided to start doing something else. I don't know what happened to Phil Hellenes. You miss Happy Cabby? I don't. That guy was a fucking weirdo. He was part of Brett's weird little island of misfit toys, and he was a broken person, a horribly, horribly broken person who made weird, weird vlogs. You know who Happy Cabby reminded me of? Happy Cabby was he was the proto Boogie 2988. Happy Cabby was the template for Boogie 2988. The fat guy with no self-esteem that bases that self-esteem on the positive reactions of what little audience he was able to garner, and who routinely embarrassed himself for said audience and routinely got himself caught up in shit that was way above his head because he's not all that smart, just like Boogie. He routinely found himself on the wrong side of issues, not necessarily out of malice, but just because he was too stupid to know the difference, I really wanted people to think he was a smart guy, but he's not. It's like Boogie 2988. I could be talking about Boogie right now, but we're not. We're talking about Happy Cabby. Coughlin. Yeah, I don't know what happened to Coughlin, but I don't really miss Coughlin either. Coughlin was he made a few good videos, and I don't think he was a bad person or anything, but Coughlin was I don't know, just a worrisome presence in general. Maybe that's what he was trying to be, but you could tell that the instability was getting to Coughlin. So I hope maybe Coughlin got help, and now he's married and works a normal job somewhere, and he's relatively happy and medicated and shit. Mundane Matt. Oh, man. Can we even do I even need to go down that road, guys? You know what's funny? On my fucking, I'll show you guys this because it's actually pretty fucking funny. This happens to me twice a week, and it pisses me the fuck off. When I open up my Opera here, okay, so here's what'll happen. Let me full screen this for you guys. So here's what'll happen. I will type into my search. Now I'm not doing the Google search. I will type into my address bar YouTube, right? And then I'll just hit enter. Look what comes up.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? My name is Matt Jarbo, and Overwatch is serious business. Serious business. People.
What a troll job. So I somehow have a Matt Jarbo video saved in my history somewhere. That, yeah, I rickroll myself every time I type YouTube into the address bar to go to YouTube. Oh, Matt Jarbo. What's he up to? What's he doing? I know this is an old video. When is this? Yeah, January 4th, 2019. Does he still upload videos? Oh, shit, he does. 360 views? Wait, hold on. He's uploaded a lot of videos. What? How many does he get, like, total? Just 3 days ago, 900 views, 1.8K views. What's he doing? Hold on. What kind of videos is he making now? 7-year-old girl tortured and murdered by boss for releasing pet bird. Family of 6 commits suicide in Texas. Hero vigilante arrested for killing convicted pedophile. So he's basically like Nancy Grace now? Let me see. I'm going to click on one of these. We're going to watch it. FBI's Most Wanted. Okay. What does Mundane Matt have to say about the FBI's Most Wanted, Santiago Maderos?
Warning, the following program contains graphic depictions of murder, death, and mayhem. This is for adults only. If you're not of age, get out. So finally today, we're going to talk about good news. I know the last story was not good. Last story was terrible, but this is some good news. We're going to be talking about one of the FBI's top 10 most wanted criminals. From my own backyard, by the way. Finally getting arrested. Santiago Maderos, Tacoma double murder suspect on FBI's
Listen to this music in the background. You guys hear it?
Arrested in Mexico. And you look at this guy and you don't think to yourself that he would be on the list. But I mean, when you bring up the other top 10.
So is he like doing like America's Most Wanted now? Is he doing like unsolved mysteries? Is it Unsolved Mysteries with Matt Jarbo? What's going on here?
This program is about unsolved mysteries. Whenever possible, the actual family members and police officials have participated in recreating the events. What you're about to see is not a news broadcast.
Tonight on Unsolved Mysteries, the story of a lonely housewife in Maine who searched for love in her newspaper's personal columns. 2 years ago, she went on a blind date and vanished.
So is that what he's doing now, though? Hold on. Let me look at some other Matt Jarbo shit going on here. So that was just one video, right? That was one Matt Jarbo.
Warning, the following program.
It even starts like Unsolved Mysteries. Warning. The following program. Let's go back a little farther. What's he doing? Oh, shit. He had a podcast for a while. He got to 16 episodes of a podcast. 2 years ago, though. That's a long time ago. Look at that. Wait, there's this weird gap. You see this? The Mundane Matt Show 2 years ago, and then it skips to 1 month ago. So what's going on? Okay, so this is like his new shit then. So he's rebranded as like a true crime guy, I guess. Let's see. Let's click on another one. What's he doing? He's a true crime guy now? Jamaican Defense Force soldier.
Warning, the following program contains graphic depictions of murder, death, and mayhem. This is for adults only. If you're not of age, get out. Now we're going to talk about something that's horrible. And I say horrible because it is horrible.
It's the same music
This is
again.
coming to us from Jamaica, where a family is stunned.
Hold on. Hold on, dude. Hey everybody, it's Matt Jarbo here, and today we're going to talk about something horrible. Just prepare yourselves, guys. Horrible. Apparently this Jamaican man named Andu Donati killed his wife and his child while they laid in their beds in their small village in Jamaica. Now, guys, I've got to somehow stretch out my thoughts on this to about 5 minutes, so let me just tell you, I love Jamaica, okay? Rastafari, you know? Weed-smoking guys with big dreadlocks. Bob Marley, I hear that he was from Jamaica, you know? And to think that this, Mr. Bumbaclot, and to think something like this horrible, just strange, mysterious crime could happen somewhere like Jamaica, land of happy pot smoking and beach martinis. It's just gruesome. Absolutely gruesome. Anyway, this has been Matt Jarbo. Hope you've enjoyed this episode. I'll see you again in about 15 seconds for another one of these that I recorded in a big block of 20 the other day. It's like, what is going on? What's going on in the world today? People fighting, feuding, looting. It's okay. Let it go. Let it flow. Let the good times roll. Tell them, Dre. Phew. Horrible.
Stunned at the grisly murders involving a soldier, her boyfriend, and an infant. And I don't know if it's his infant or what, but this is true. So according to the article here, an army tag with the words "Love Tyler Forever," said to be the property of Jamaica Defense Force graduate Lexton Clayton, was the sole evidence found by a relative confirming fears that the military woman had met her demise. The bodies of Clayton, 22, who had not been seen since early Saturday, her 2-year-old son Tyler, and the child's father, 28-year-old Kamani Taylor, were all found burnt beyond recognition yesterday. I was wrong. It is, in fact, his child. The charred remains were discovered deep in the bushes near Pear Tree River in Port Morant. An autopsy is to be done to determine the cause of death. I do not believe that the cause of death for all three was burning, but let's find out more. Now, a resident who requested anonymity said that he, a day earlier, had seen a man believed to be Taylor pull.
Wow. What's going on, dude? Man. Like, I'm not trying to be mean, but this is not what Matt should be doing. This is horrible. Like, I'm fine with true crime stuff. Like, one of my favorite fucking channels on YouTube. By the way, I'll pimp that out right now. Jim Can't Swim. Also a great Patreon. They only have one tier, $1, and you get all their shit. So I think they're actually the #1 Patreon now in terms of number of patrons. They do true crime shit. Like, true crime is their bread and butter. 100% entertaining. Awesome. Great. Insightful examinations of true crime stories. I watch them all the fucking time. They're great. And I say they because Kazum Fowler, who was a dude that like was a big atheist guy back in the day, or at least was around. He's the guy that actually reads it. And then Jim is the dude that writes the scripts and conceives of the videos, as I understand it. You guys even want to give this another try? Maybe we should try out like what he was doing 2 years ago. What was the Matt Jarbo experience like? This is like Matt.
Okay.
This is like
I'm live.
Mundane
Right,
Matt Highdeology.
I'm live. Word. What up, guys? How y'all doing tonight? A couple minutes behind. I fully admit that I'm a couple minutes behind. Oh my god, computer problems, man. It's like my I booted up OBS and all of a sudden like my camera settings were all out of whack. I had to quickly jump back in and fix all that shit, and then yeah, there we go. So all right. Oh wait, hold on. I need to post that to the Twitters and fart. All right. We're good.
All right, let me skip ahead. Let's see what he's talking about at like halfway through.
It was taken down. GoDaddy pulled it. They tried to register it with Google. Google wouldn't let them index it there. And I'm pretty sure all the other outlets out there have also blocked them, which is why they have moved to the dark web. Which I'm just going to come out and say here right now is the worst.
By the way, look
at
these based like recommendations over here
against this kind of racism would have hoped to have happened. Because
it's all Vosh, me, and DFF.
Here. So it says here that neo-Nazi website The Daily Stormer, which helped organize a gathering in Virginia on Saturday that turned violent, moved the so-called dark web on Tuesday because its registration to use the open internet was revoked, which essentially is true.
Is this not mundane? Is this not mundanity personified? I mean, I know he named himself Mundane Matt, but like you can't just name yourself Mundane Matt, like owning up to the fact that you're a little bit mundane and then just be totally mundane. The man just reads the news. Yeah. I don't know why. I'm feeling kind of mean. I'm going to torture you guys with one more of these. I'm going to torture you guys with one more of these. We're going to listen to like a minute of one more of these because I just want to know. So I'll let you guys pick since it's your torture, right? You guys can see what's on the screen here. This is mostly his recent videos. What do you want? Like, which one of these do you pick? I'll scroll down a little bit slowly so you can kind of read the different options you have. These are basically your options before it turns into like the Mundane Matt podcast. So, you want the Quinspiracy one? Okay, where's that? Quinspiracy. Zoe Quinn. That's from 5 years ago. Jesus. Where's the recent Quinspiracy one? Man, he really like made his whole channel came about because of Gamergate, didn't it? I never realized that. I didn't realize he was one of these dudes that surfed Gamergate, but look at this shit. All this shit buried back in the Mundane Matt channel is all Gamergate shit. Are we relapsing into DP days? I guess we are. All right, let me just, somebody said they saw a Quinspiracy one here somewhere, so let me see. Quinspiracy. I don't see it, dude. I I might be stupid, but I don't see it. A time to be forgotten? No, a time to be remembered fondly. I liked my time on DP, man. I had a good time on that show. I made a lot of friends, learned a lot about the business, and had a fucking crazy good time. A lot of times. Sometimes it sucked, but, you know, that's every job, you know? Sometimes I had a crazy good time on that show. And yes, sometimes I miss that show. There are days where I'm just like, man, them fucking glory days of DP, though. There's just something about that. Just a nostalgic glow about it for me. That's why I kind of think it sucks that there's still so many people that, like, are on this, like, DP versus DFF train, or I'll see it all the time. It's always like, you know, I tried to watch new DP, but it just sucks now, and blah, 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 blah. Like, years now. How many years has it been, guys? 2 years? There's still people that are, like, living in that. And for me, as a dude that was, like, on a good number of the episodes of the original DP cast, like, the majority of them, as a personality, it's taken on, like a really nostalgic and positive glow in my mind. And I wonder why it hasn't done that for some people in the community. Like, why can't you just look back on it and go, man, those were good times? Like you do with, like, a show that ends, like The Sopranos or something. Or, you know, Seinfeld. You know? Why the animosity? Why the bullshit? You're active on both. It's oddly rare. Yeah, I don't understand that. I personally don't watch it just because I kind of can't. And, you know, there's... Anyway, I would never shit talk the dudes or what they're doing, and I would never try and convince anybody to do it, but I just don't watch the show. It has nothing to do with the quality of it, because I wouldn't be able to talk about the quality of it because I don't watch the show. I really somehow severely doubt that Billy the Fridge ruined DP. And I can't speak authoritatively. Maybe he's turned into some kind of heel or something. Maybe he's completely changed character, but I doubt it. Like, the Billy I know did not ruin DP. If it is indeed true that DP is ruined, it was not Billy's fault. Are you a feminist? Yes. I suppose I am. It's not a new position for me, by the way. You can find me back in, like, 2008 answering that question the same way. I think I've always been a feminist. I was a dude that was raised in a house with 5 women. So it's kind of in my blood. I like Billy, but he disrupted the chemistry of the hosts on that show. Well, isn't he one of the only hosts on the show? Like, it's him and Ben, no? So what are you talking about? The only chemistry that could exist on the show is between him and Ben. So he disrupted his own chemistry between him and Ben? Is that what you're saying? Any plans on going back on Morning Wood? Sure. Yeah, Pimp Monk hits me up. I'll do it. Dude, I love Pimp Monk. He's a good guy. So yeah, if Pimp Monk hits me up or something, I think he's got my phone number and shit. Text me. Can I get a slot on the Morning Wood? Is there a spot that isn't taken up by, like, a chick with big old titties? Because the last time I popped into the Morning Wood, it looks like Pimp Monk was doing just fine for himself. He had, like, this new layout and shit. It was him at the center, and surrounding him were all these chicks with their titties, like, their cleavage out. Like the whole cleave a weave. Like the big old, like big old fat titties, too. Like big old fucking, I was like, whoa. No, that's cool, Marshall. I mean, I hope that Pimp Monk knows I'm always down. You know, I kind of told him as much. Like, if he wants me to come on the morning, like, I won't be on it. I can't be on every one, but dude, I'll always go on the morning with Pimp Monk for sure. So yeah, if he needs to be reminded of that, go ahead. I don't want to force it, but yeah, go ahead. Let him know I'm interested, and let him know it's an ongoing interest. Paul, do you or the rest of DFF still keep in touch with the current drunken peasants? I won't speak for the other guys because I don't know who the fuck they keep in touch with and shit. I still talk to Billy from now and again. Like, we have each other's phone numbers. We haven't called in a while. But we'll hit each other up on Twitter every once in a while. And I'm in his DMs. I slid into Billy's DMs a long time ago, so we'll DM. Like, Billy's always going to be a dude I look at as a friend. Like, he's one of the most genuinely kind dudes that I've ever had the pleasure of working with, and a total professional too. So, like, I never had a harsh word to say about Billy, and I don't think I'm on the record ever saying anything mean about Billy, nor would I. Are you and Ben on good terms? I won't, like, once again, you can't say you guys because I won't speak for the other guys. Me and Ben, we're on about as good terms as you could expect. Like, I don't live my life with animosity in my heart towards Ben, and I would hope that the same is true for him. I wouldn't know. If there is animosity towards me, he doesn't show it. I mean, Ben and I never really got along all that great. We were never going to be best of friends or anything, but, you know, there seems to be like a begrudging amount of respect there. Sorry you guys didn't get along. Why are you sorry? I got fucking news for you, dude. If you're a human being and you're an adult and you're working with other people, you're going to work with people you don't get along with all the time. It's going to happen all the fucking time. People act like it was some tragedy or some shit. We're just dudes that, and it wasn't even true all the time either. Me and Ben were really great as like buddies. I was way more Ben's speed than I think either Scotty or TJ was in terms of like bar hopping and going seeing shows and getting drunk and walking around town and shit. Like, we did that a few times, and when we were doing that and it was outside the context of the show, like, Ben and I were cool. Ben and I's disagreements played out on the show and over the show and about the show. And that's where our real disagreement was. And, you know, like, now 2-3 years later, looking back on it, like, I don't have an investment anymore in being mad at him for that shit. And I would hope that the same goes for him, but penguins. Yeah, dude. Don't get me started on penguins. Billy threw his piss on me, so I attacked him while he was in his seat. I've been doing a backwards Hadouken since 1992. Salty Paul, round as a ball. I'm fat 'cause my back is bent. No telling where my couch from IKEA went. Salty Paul. Can I ask you a question, Marshall? If, of course, barring, you know, assuming we give you plenty of advance notice, would you do us the honor of playing our next DP meetup, or sorry, DFF meetup, whenever that's possible? Once the fucking pandemic and shit dies down. And awesome. All right. Yeah, dude, yeah. All right. Fair enough. Thank you. Dude, Marshall, I think Marshall's pretty much the only person I'm interested in working with from here on out when it comes to like an opening act, a complimentary opening act to a DP or a DFF meetup. Oh, yeah, Lazy J, too. Yeah, Lazy J would rock the mic. I don't know. I didn't think he was going to necessarily say no. I just wanted to officially ask him. Oh, yeah, dude. Lazy J would be great. For sure. Yeah, that'd be dope. Paul, do you hate attractive dudes when they're around, like repressed sexual feelings? What? Say what, dude? You want to re-ask that question? Because I don't understand it. Why do you stand Marshall when he is just a Marilyn Manson cover band? Say what, bitch? You don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. Dude, I do have a request for the next. I would love Marshall to perform his version of Father at the next meetup. I don't think he busted that one out at the first meetup, but I might be wrong. I might be wrong about that. But if he didn't, for sure at the next meetup. What kind of father would allow his children to be molested, sodomized, and raped? Oh, yeah, I was in the back. Yeah, I was probably in the green room getting ready or some shit. Yeah, I got to be present for Father this time. I don't want to miss live Father this time. I'm going to be sneaking. I'll put on a fake mustache or something and go out in the audience and pretend I'm a normal neckbeard just so I can see Father, because I got to see it. Or maybe, maybe that's the one we'll duet on this time. Like, we'll blow people's mind. You'll do Salty Paul without me, and they'll be all disappointed, and then you'll launch into Father, and then I'll come out, and we'll work out a fucking Father duet. Oh, hell yes, dude. Yeah, I'll come out in a wife beater. Yeah, all stained up with a bowl of mac and cheese and a pair of boxers with my socks all pulled up over my calves and shit. Oh, dude. It's going to be fucking epic, bro. Like, we'll let you start it. Oh, man. Oh, dude, it's going to be beautiful. Oh, it's going to be beautiful. When is the stallion Brett Keane going to join the DFF cast? Never. Knee-high diabetic sock flip-flops. Yeah, that's the way to do it. Bruised up fist. Oh, man. That's a little dark. Yeah, we'll just vape together. Hopefully by that time I'll be vaping again, too. I'm planning on getting off the old coffin nails again, getting back on the vape. Dude, what is up with this fucking... What's up with this stream right now? It's taking a dump. There it goes. It's back. The man is trying to shut me down, y'all. I'll be right back. Situation. What's the situation? What up, Pulsive Pulster? FD, my digestive tract. I had to have a manual evacuation. The hole is tender and sore. But hey, 50 pounds down. Yay me. What? Dude, that sounds horrible. Favorite anime? I don't really have a favorite anime, bro. I'm sorry. I've seen some animes that I liked, but I don't know that I could pick a favorite. I'm not a favorite guy. You know me. Asking my favorites about things never gets a good answer. I don't know. I'm here for the union solidarity you promised. Oh, okay. Well, let me go ahead and fast forward things 10 years for you. Or let me go and wave my magic wand and make this one of the other streams where that was the primary topic of conversation. I'm a little too tipsy to discuss important political ideas right now, okay? Give me a break. My favorite ice cream flavor? That I do have a favorite. And it's very vanilla. It's vanilla. What animes do you like and why? Get out of here. I'm not going to talk about it. I just don't want to talk about animes right now. Is that okay? Can there be one conversation between people on the internet that doesn't eventually get dragged into anime? Can we do that? Can we do that one time, please? That'd be great. Thank you. I mean, you guys get the other 99.9% of conversations on the internet that last longer than an hour, but can we please have one where it doesn't devolve into your personal favorite anime? Because I have a feeling that there are some people out there, they're like the Tajika fans that I was talking about earlier, where they're just like, when they ask me those questions, they think it's going to lead to like this 3.5 hour conversation about Urutsuku Doji and all the characters in it and all the subplots and who my waifu and husbando was, and you know what I mean? And that's just like it's never going to happen. And so I kind of want you to stop asking questions about anime all the goddamn time. I've seen like 3 of them in my life, okay? I haven't seen enough of them to really have an opinion on them all that much. And, you know, there you go. How's that? Does that answer your question? I never asked about it before. Yeah, but you've been here enough times and seen other people ask about it. Automation has crippled America, and UBI is contested in Congress, even though everyone's suffering. President Chelsea Clinton says she wants change, but it's superficial. Are you from the future? Was your favorite season episode of Boku no Roku Bing Bong? That's racist, isn't it? Did you just do a... Did you just do a racism? I think you were fine until you said Bing Bong, and then I think it became racist at that point. I think you did a racism, sir. Paul, what are your favorite amount of drugs you've tried? Are you guys trying to break my mind? Are you trying to break my mind? Is that what's going on here? Are you guys trying to break my mind? Is that what's happening? Do you want to see me have a psychotic break live on the internet? Is that what's happening? When does what can without? Do the after. Oh, God. Jason, you're a piece of fucking shit. What do you think of TJ? What do you mean? What? Ask me specific questions. Don't ask me stupid, big, broad questions and then sit back and do none of the work. Like, I'll answer a question about TJ, but I want specific questions. I'm not going to answer the broad, stupid question of what do you think about TJ. It's just silly. What does TJ think of you? That's another question entirely. You might want to ask him. He might know better. I love it when Paul finds something funny, starts talking about it, and then bursts into laughter as he can't even finish the sentence. I just get tickled sometimes, man. It doesn't happen all the time, but when I get genuinely tickled about something, I can't control myself. Obviously, Paul hates TJ. That's why he moved to Louisiana with him. Yeah, that's what you do to somebody you hate. That's how you show somebody you hate you really hate their guts. You move all over the goddamn country with them. What do you think about Thought Criminal? Huh? I don't. What up, cuh? Nothing cuh? Nothing blah? Thank you for the $2, Diddy Kong. You are the lesser Kong, but I haven't seen Donkey Kong give me a fucking dime, so fuck him. Tell us the DP breakup story. Okay, if you guys want to hear it again, because I've told it before. Fast forward 20 years, Paul is a shopping cart across the Texas wasteland, hauling a shopping cart across the Texas wasteland, peddling his theatric abilities like Kevin Costner in The Postman. He trades tails for beans and mushrooms. I actually like that idea. That sounds like a cute little life. I'm down. Shrooms, I know. I know, dude. Say no more. I know. Oh, boy. Well, can a brother get a cap or two or what? Or no? Can you spare some cutter, me brother? Hey, Paul, if I come to the next DFF meetup, can we make out? Dude, I'll tell you what, Jason. If you come to the next DFF meetup, I will let you blow me. That's a promise. Billy Southward, why? Why what? Why ask why? Try Bud Dry. I mean, that one dude, Nathan, made out with TJ the last time. Yeah. No, I mean, I don't think I'll be making out with anybody at a fucking DP meetup. I doubt my girlfriend would be chill with me sucking face with a dude at a DP meetup. But if she was, and there was a dude of sufficient hotness, then sure. These meetups sound fun. You have no idea. You have no clue. DP, I know. The words DFF and meetup have never gone well in my mind. I always think DP meetup, DP meetup, DP meetup, because it's better alliteration. Paul, can you pet Dinor? I mean, if you ever meet Dinor, you won't have a choice. He'll just run up to you and you'll have to pet him. Can we all watch this makeout sesh? Sure. I would expect it. Yeah. Why not? I mean, I was the first one to make out at a DP meetup live. I sucked face with Pimp Monk and fucking Tommy from the Bronx in the same night. So. Oh, Goat versus Fish is coming back. to the next DFF meetup. Sweet. Well, I still have my fish card in my wallet, I think. Hold on, let me look. 99% sure I got my fish card still. Still have the same wallet, so there's really no excuse if I have not my fish card, which was bestowed upon me by the great and powerful Goat versus Fish. I have so many shit in this fucking wallet, man. Do I need to go through this wallet? It's in here somewhere. I'm not giving up. I know it's here. I would not have thrown away my Goat versus Fish card. My official fish card. Hey, look. A Waffle House gift card. Sick. Oh, shit. Look what I found. I told you. Told you I still had it. Paul is a fish. It's the OG, man. Proves I was there. You look like Duck Dynasty a lot. Really? Fish is greater than Goat. I tend to agree. Fish beats Goat every day. How long did Stevie clean up Biohazard? Dude, I don't know. You'd have to ask Stevie. Next time you get a chance to ask Stevie, you ask him that very question, and I bet he answers it for you. When goat and fish have sex, they make Capricorn. Oh. Paul have beard. Paul look like other people with beard, yeah. Welcome to my life, dude. Any other human being on the planet that's ever had a beard that was a little bit wild is me. Do you ever smell your own gooch? Who doesn't? Everybody takes a whiff of their own gooch every once in a while. You have to. You have to know what's doing down there. You just have to. When's the last time you saw your own pee-pee? Just now when I fucking accidentally stepped on it. It fell out of my pant leg. I accidentally stepped on it. I had to roll it back up. Gorilla versus Tommy from the Bronx. Oof. I wouldn't even want to do that one. Paul, if you make Highdeologies, I can't catch up with the Patreon content. Perhaps that's your plan. No, my plan is to get a hyperinflated sense of my own self-worth by doing these shows as often as I can. Okay? All hail the great bearded blobfish. Here I am, the bottom of the sea. It's cold and it's dark. What country would you like to visit? I will name, not necessarily in any order, the countries, because I really do have ambitions to travel a lot. I don't know that I'll ever be able to afford to travel to the extent that I want, but here are the countries that I would really like to visit in no particular order, because I'd like to visit them all. Japan, South Korea, China, Great Britain, which includes, I think, Ireland, but if it needs to be distinguished or it's respectful to distinguish it, Ireland, the Netherlands, France, Spain, Germany, Belgium, Italy, Czechoslovakia, or the Czech Republic, Russia, Dubai, the United Arab Emirates, Australia, New Zealand, India. Am I missing any? Yeah, South America. I haven't even gone into South America. Brazil. I would love to visit Rio. I would love to visit Chile. There are a number of Scotland, yes, of course. I assume, that was part of my Great Britain. But yes, Scotland. And I forgot the Nordic countries, Finland and Sweden. Mostly Finland, though. Like, honestly, I'm really, if I had to choose between Sweden and Finland, I would visit Finland. But if I could see both, I would see both. Norway, I would skip. Probably. Did you ever consider going anywhere in Africa? I mean, the only problem I have with Africa is how unstable a lot of it is. I don't want to die. I mean, South Africa might be cool to go see, but there's a lot of problems there too. I don't know. I would love to see, the Serengeti. I would love to see, the different climates of Africa. I would love to be able to experience that. But unfortunately, it's a very unstable and dangerous place. Not totally, but frequently. Egypt would be cool, yes. Kenya is stable, relatively speaking. Why am I such a regressive leftist? Dude, I don't know, man. I was just born that way. Just like Lady Gaga was born that way. You know what I mean? The same thing. You'll go listen to that song. It'll explain. Morocco? Probably not. I could do without Morocco. I don't know why. I'm just not super interested. I'm assuming that I have a basic, limit. So I just named off pretty much all of the countries that I would really like to visit. I said Russia. I'm really interested in visiting Russia. I think it would be super cool. Colombia, sure. Why not? Paraguay, Uruguay. I mean, these are all why not type of places. Jamaica, sure. But here's the problem with Jamaica. I would not want to go to a resort in Jamaica. And I don't know how, well, anyway, I don't want to go to some fucking sands resort in Jamaica. If I went to Jamaica, I'd want to go to Jamaica and I'd have to be safe. I'd want to actually go to Jamaica and be around Jamaicans and shit. That's, you know what I mean? I don't want to just go sit on a nice beach and have them wait on me. No, stay on the tourist path. See, that's what I'm saying. That's why you want to go to North Korea just for morbid curiosity. Me kind of too. I wouldn't risk it to go there, but if I knew for a fact I'd get away with it, I'd love to go to North Korea just to see it and see the culture there and watch how people live. Paul, is atheism unstoppable? Yes. Of course it is. What kind of beta cuck must you be to have to ask such a silly question? Anthony, kick him. Anthony, kick him out. He's a cuck. He's a beta. Coming back to random grunts is my favorite part of unmuting streams. Yeah. So easy. Saw Scam Tano on Twitch today. Hey, good for you, bro. No, seriously, who the fuck cares? I'm scared of globalist food options. Really? Why? What's scary about it? Imagine going to Syria or Saudi Arabia. Even if you were safe, you might still see some shit. Yeah. I mean, there's some places of the earth that I would like to go to, but that would probably be pretty dangerous. The initial list that I made left most of those places off of it. Devin Tracy, the Chad, who was too scared to be on camera. I mean, he like released pictures of himself, didn't he? Making a duck face and shit. So have you changed your position on voting now too? Yes and no. I myself am not going to vote. And when people ask me why, I will continue to explain myself. But I'm not going to make fun of or attempt to counter the arguments of leftists that are telling people that they need to go vote for Biden. I'm going to stand out of the way, and I'm going to make good on what I always say, which is ultimately I don't care how people vote. I'm not here to tell people not to vote. So I'm going to make good on that, and I'm going to stand out of the way of people like Vosh and TJ who are trying to encourage their audiences to vote. Now, I will stop short of encouraging my audience to vote, but I will tell you to go listen to both of those guys' arguments, and if you find yourself moved by them, then please go vote. How's that? The Kyle stance? Is that the Kyle stance? Like, I don't know. I'm just tired of arguing with leftists about shit that I don't think that really matters. Like, that's why I don't vote. I don't think that Joe Biden really matters. Vosh does. It's a silly disagreement. It doesn't matter in the end to me. So why would I continue having fruitless arguments with people on the left? No, political activism is not cringe, but certain parts of like interpolitical fighting and argumentation is kind of cringe. Like, I'm not going to fucking tell you guys to go vote for Joe Biden. I'm sorry. I would not feel right doing that because I'm not going to vote for Joe Biden. And because this is my platform here, this is my channel, and I am always honest with you guys. The only exception to that being when I'm totally lying to you guys. Which is, happens, as frequently as you might imagine. But no, seriously though. Like, I'm not gonna tell you guys, hey, go. I'm not gonna do it. I'm riding with Biden, and you should too. But hey, if that's how you feel, I'm not gonna make fun of you for it. Go ahead and do it, and let's talk about something else as leftists. Like, one of my critiques of the whole riding with Biden thing is how much energy is expended convincing people to do it. And I think a lot of that energy had to be expended because there were people like me going, no, don't vote. Biden sucks. So maybe if I, stand out of the way, then that's less leftist energy that has to be expended trying to make circular, weird arguments that Joe Biden, the finger nibbler, is going to be a good president. You know what I mean? Like, it's fine. It doesn't matter. We're getting one or the other. May as well be Biden. Yeah, he's probably going to be a little better on certain issues. So yeah, go get you some. Go get you a little something, something, and a smile. And let's, as leftists, start talking about things that actually matter. Let's get the old finger nibbler. Let's get the old empty-minded finger nibbler in there. And then let's start talking about like things as leftists that matter. That's where my position is. Not good, but better than dumpster fire Trump. That remains to be seen. I do think it's like reasonable to state that Biden's probably not going to be the exact disaster or the same level of disaster as Trump, but you never know. Like, that's the thing with Biden is, and that's the thing with every presidential election, is you never know what the fuck you're going to get. Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. You guys didn't learn that lesson? He's definitely weird enough to be a fucking disaster. But whatever. Like I said, I'm not going to expend that energy anymore. I'm not trying to tell you not to vote. Go do it. Go listen to Vosh. Go listen to TJ. You like their arguments. Go cast your vote for Joe Biden. Best of luck. You do know you will get chocolate. Semantic, but a decent semantic point. Abolish the police. Let crime solve itself. Yeah, that's definitely what people are pushing. Well, at least for now, Biden isn't directly attacking the First Amendment because the bar is that low. Give him time. There's a lot of ceviche, causa, taku, to name a few. It's really the best food, in my opinion. Oh, shit. You guys are having a conversation. I'm all... Like, I want to be in on that conversation, but right now I'm not. Why won't regressives like you, Vosh, and TJ talk openly about crime statistics? What am I hiding about? What am I tap dancing around when it comes to crime statistics? I'll talk to you, dude. Like, I know you're probably a troll because you have, you're a no-profile guy whose name is Jack Mayhoff. But honestly, if you actually think that I'm tap dancing around some crime statistic, I will talk directly to you, and we'll hash it out. So give me an example of not only me tap dancing around a crime statistic, but which one it was, and I will, if you convince me that that's what I did, I'll admit that I tap dance around crime statistics. So any old time you want to, guys, don't ban him. Spectres, leave him alone for now. Like Jack Mayhoff has his, I'm going to give him a chance. Jack Mayhoff got banned from TJ's stream earlier tonight. Well, that's not a good sign because I'm way more liberal with the ban than TJ is, but I'm giving you a chance. He's about to do a racist, you think? You might be right. There might be racism incoming. This might be a silly idea, but I'm willing to give everybody the benefit of the doubt. So this guy said that I dodge crime statistics or I won't talk about them. So here I am countering his position by giving him the floor to ask me anything he wants about crime statistics. Is he going to say anything? Is he a slow typist? Is he a hunt and peck typist? Or is he just full of shit? I think he's just probably full of shit. I'm going to go with full of shit. But that's just my gut. He didn't get banned for trolling, technically. He said he didn't pay to get in. Oh, somebody banned him? That's not cool. Who banned him? I don't think anybody banned him. I didn't see him get banned. I'm pretty sure he's just being real quiet. Oh, you're talking about on TJ's channel. Got it. Sorry. I'm a little, you know what I mean? I'm a little tipsy-whipsy. I'm just a little bit tipsy-whipsy. You're from Morro Bay, huh? How's Morro Rock doing, dude? Is it still the same giant, kind of impressive, but overall boring hunk of fucking granite that it's always been? I've been up there on that Morro Rock, man. I took the fucking little boat across there. I don't even know if they let people do it anymore, but there used to be a little, like like tour that you could take over there where they let you climb part of it. I've been on that shit, man. Paul, have you read Industrial Society and Its Future? If so, what do you think of Ted's view of leftists? I have not read Industrial Society and Its Future. If I do, I will get back to you on the answer to that. I have a pretty long reading list right now, so you'll have to, forgive me if it's a while before I can get to every fucking. I'm trying to read, in my fucking off time as much as I can. I was actually hoping for a response from the troll. Really? No. More Rock is still chilling there. Surfing starting up again. It was 90 degrees today. Very rare. Yeah, that is rare there. That's crazy. Well, I love Morro Bay. You're very lucky to get to live around there. My heart lies in Pismo, though. Like, that's where I want my ashes scattered and shit when I die. I want somebody to just, rent a little boat off the shore in Pismo and just dump my ashes out there. I'm the most Paul when I'm in Pismo Beach, California. Clearly somebody banned me since nothing will go through. Jack Mayhoff, you're the stupidest person. Nobody banned you. I just read your message. So now this is the next level of the troll now. See, let's examine this troll. The first level of the troll. Yeah, you just can't do a swear because, there's top chat and then there's all chat now. And nobody does all chat because people like you just spam the N-word there all day. Yeah, pretty decent troll because it's a multi-layered trolling strategy. I really want to unpack this trolling. So number one, it's make a stupid comment that has no basis in reality that's kind of offensive to me, right? And then spend about fucking 10 minutes doing nothing. And then his next response is, well, I must be banned because nothing's coming through. He didn't type shit. That's the next thing that he typed in. So it's, it's a respectable troll job. At least it's got 2 layers to it. At least you had a plan other than just drop something objectionable in the chat and then run away. You know what I mean? At least you had a comeback plan, and it was a clever one. So I'll give you points. I might even give you a fucking wrench. You keep this shit up, but you're gonna have to get yourself a fucking. You got to get yourself a profile pic. You got to get a PFP if you want to have a wrench. I don't wrench nobody that doesn't have a PFP. Except for my girlfriend. I wrenched my girlfriend and she doesn't have a PFP. She's the only one that gets away with it. Everyone, dude, all of my other Spectres, they all got profile pics. Jack is panicking, laying under his covers, thinking of a rebuttal. I mean, I don't know. That's cool. Yeah, dude. I mean, it takes 5 seconds to get a PFP. You wrenched your girlfriend? Yeah, I sure did. My ex-girlfriend is still wrenched, too. She's right above you. Say hello. Yeah, I don't take wrenches. That's nepotism. Yes, it is. It's 100% nepotism. It's cool that you and your ex are on good terms still. Well, you know what, dude? We're trying real hard. It hasn't been easy, but I think we've reached that point of equilibrium where we're cool with one another. You know what I mean? We had to have some tough talks and shit. But for the most part, at least I won't speak for her, but we cool. It's called being an adult. Yeah, kind of. That is true. I mean, we always been pretty cool. Yeah, that's true. That is true. You got a good point there. Like, it would be like petty, you know, to like demod an ex, in my opinion, unless, you know, they were being all petty with you, like using it against you or whatever. But Ashley's never done that. She just chills. So I try, you know, when I have breakups and shit, that is one thing that I try not to do. I try my best not to be petty about anything. And I think I succeed in that. There's nobody ever like benefits from pettiness during breakups or after breakups. So I really try my best to not do that. Paul is a softie, and I love it. He's so pure at heart. It's true. I really do have a golden heart. It's dark and tarnished because of all the years of abuse that it's seen. But I tell you what, dude, you take a little silver polish to it, a little rag and some elbow grease, and man, there's a golden heart under there. There's a golden heart, man. Heart of gold. Whatever. That's why the chat union failed miserably. There was a chat union? Holy fuck, let me bust that immediately. Dude, you guys better not try and unionize this chat, because I will mercilessly bust it. Like, I say one thing about politics, but this is my universe right here. We live by my rules here. There's no solidarity movement in this chat. You guys better not even try it. The only relationship that matters is Paul and TJ, and they inevitably admit their love for one another. It's not going to happen, dude. The fanfic is just not going to happen. We just ain't into each other that way. Paul and I talk often. We have a son. Yeah, that's true. It true. Union. That true. Everyone needs to just start dating Paul, and then we'll all be mods and uprise. I mean, like, I'm not denying that at this point I've kind of told you that it would be a good idea to go that route. But I don't know how you're going to steal me away from the girl I'm with now. And even if you did implausibly do that, then I'm 40, so you ain't got time to get an uprising level of people out there that have dated Paul. I ship Paul and Scotty way more. Nah, dude. Like, I know that you guys would love it to be true, but can we just live in the real world universe where nobody on DFF is fucking? Can we keep it that way? Because I'm really okay with it right there. I'm okay with the current paradigm, which is that nobody on DFF is fucking anybody, and that's on DFF, and that's cool. I'm cool with that. I'm okay with it. I like how everyone is trying to pair you up with your coworkers. I know. It's just so fucking twisted and degenerate that so much of my audience just is like flap-a-lapping happen, whipping out their dongs and flopping along to the idea of me and TJ making out, or the idea of me and Scotty fucking, or whatever. What the fuck, man? %50 of all violent crime. Only 13% of the citizens committing it. How do you reconcile that fact as a regressive, Paul? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and in good faith assume that those numbers are correct, or at least about correct, without checking them. So let's just make the assumption that you're saying that, because what you're implying is that black people or people of color commit 50% of violent crime, but account for only 13% of the population. if you would notice, the incarceration rate is pretty much the same. You can look at it from that angle. Black people are 13% of the population, but make up a disproportionate amount of the United States prison population. And why is that? See, this is the answer to your question. The answer to the question is policing. So there are poor neighborhoods. I've lived near some of them where you're just as likely to get beat up by somebody or robbed by somebody as you would be in a really, poor, bad black neighborhood. But there are less police dedicated to policing the white neighborhoods. The black neighborhoods, as a result of old racist beliefs, are policed, incredibly harshly and incredibly more than commensurate white bad neighborhoods are. And as a result, when there's more police around, they tend to catch people doing more crimes. So while the police may not catch the white guy in the bad neighborhood in the property crime or the drug crime or the assaults or the whatever, he is very likely to catch the black guy because his police office, if it's in an area that has a large, poor black population, is going to, in a very racist manner, be set up to police that black community far more harshly. And on top of that, as if that's not enough, the violence and unfairness that the police inflict upon that community actually cause that community to be more unstable and thus commit more violent crime. Is there anything else that I can do to clear up your stupid fucking point that it literally took you 20 minutes to use your fucking monkey paws to type out on your shitty little fucking keyboard? The problem is that crime is determined by the police, so the statistic may or may not be true, blah, 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 yeah. Anyone pretending not to understand this is just dishonest. Yes, you're right. Hey, Paul, solidarity. I was at the occupation protest in Portland and found possible infiltratos sowing division within the movement. Any ideas on how best deal with those trying to do that? Oh, you're talking about agent provocateurs or plants or people that are trying to... Look, dude, I don't know because, one of the reasons that tactic works so well in a political uprising, planting people amongst the political uprising who are charismatic but will speak on topics that undermine the general movement. One of the reasons why that's so good is because how do you point at a person and say that what you feel is not true? So they hide behind that plausible deniability. So it's very tough. I would be very careful about pointing at people and calling them out as agent provocateurs or infiltratos. You're borderline drunk now, aren't you? I think I'm like maybe one half step or maybe even 1 full foot over the borderline of that. And have been for a little while now. I need more wine, though. I think I might have to go open another bottle of wine. TJ did a 6-hour stream the other night. I'm not promising that, but a 2-hour stream is paltry and piss poor in comparison, and we're going good. We got a good talk going on. We got trolls. We got shit talking. This was the last of a bottle of Zinfandel. I have nothing but reds because I don't like white wines, really. And I've got a bottle of Cabernet Sauvignon that I haven't... we've had one bottle of that already as well. We drank that together. Once again, the great knowledge of our supreme realm has vanquished another racism. May his wisdom continue to guide us toward a better society. Oh, what? Who? Say what? Say what? He's pretty good at it up to a certain point. Pretty good at what? What is being alleged here? Yo, Paul, I'm polishing. Thank you. If you're going to be on a while longer, I'll get drunk too. All right, now I'm definitely going to go. So guys, give me a few minutes. I'll put up the BRB, but I'll also put up the chat so you guys can keep doing your thing. Hold on, let me move the chat up here. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna go open a bottle of wine. I'm gonna pour myself a big glass and shit, and I'm gonna come and rejoin you guys. I'll be back in a sec. In the meantime, I'll play you some more Skunk Junkies. I'll pick another Skunk Junkies song for you.
Where is she going? How will she get there? She lost her love long ago. That is not quite fair. She lived her life around about. It was a secret turnaround. Life as a nun. Bullet leaves the gun. 10 years ago, her parents died in foster home. She did reside. Her new dad was a guide. It was their secret lips were tied. Life as a nun.
Hello, hello, hello. I've returned. Bottle of wine has been procured. Opened, uncorked. Uncorked. Poured into a new glass. And ready for the continuation of this ridiculous episode of Flash Friday. Oops, let me go fix the chat problem again. Chat, you have to go away from here. And then there. This one is a Syrah. It's a Syrah. Have money. Thank you, Egbert. Thank you very much for your appreciative donation. Did I say flash fried? Wait a minute. Did I actually say flash fried? I meant Highdeology. Is what I meant to. Is what I. Because I did a flash fried today. Or yes. What is life? What is life and how does it work? Can somebody tell me how is Babby form? Can somebody fill me in on how is Babby formed? This episode of The Grease Trap is amazing. Oh, good. Whoa. I'm getting angry faces. What'd I do? I dimmed you a long time ago on Discord, and bitch, you ignored me. You suck pee-pee. What the fuck, dude? Hold on, let me mute that so you can't be dinging me all night. Dude, I just got back on Discord to suck Vosh's dick. Like, what do you think? I'm back on Discord? That sewer of fucking humanity? That place that literally turned into the most autistic, fat, virgin neckbeard Game of Thrones that ever existed on planet Earth? Holy fuck, that was dumb. Oh, well, my bad. I'm sorry. You start this stream because I'm mean? Oh, no. Paul, you think there's tons of white violent crime not being policed, and that's why 13% equals over 50%? No. What I think is that the more economically depressed and over-policed a poor neighborhood is, the more violent crime that neighborhood is going to probably commit. I think that people that commit violent crimes are oftentimes products of their environment. And when they grow up in horrible places with violent cops that beat the shit out of them and a constant back and forth battle between drug dealers who are trying to make enough money to get by, or people, or stick-up men, or whatever the fuck it is. So, right. I have a different view on society than you do. You like to look for the simplest answer to every question, and I like to know the truth. That's the difference between you and I writ large, my friend. It's not a left-right difference. It's just a difference in the way that we attack the world. You like the simplest answer, and in your mind, the simplest answer is black people just inherently more violent. And in my world, nothing is ever that simple. And everything has a nuanced fucking reason. Paul losing it? Huh? Say what? Drunk Paul smashing. I don't have to be sober. These are not arguments that necessarily require sobriety. Now, I'd probably be better at it if I was sober. But this is like kindergarten class level shit he's throwing at me. Black people just commit more crimes. Period. Full stop. End of sentence. End of thought. End of political fucking discourse. It's like, how must it feel to swim in that fucking mire of stupid ignorance? I bet it feels good, doesn't it? That's the sad thing about it. It's like that whole ignorance is bliss meme from way back in the day. From before the internet. Ignorance is bliss. Your dumbass must be one of the most blissful motherfuckers on the planet. Because the argument you're making is the same argument that fucking hillbillies have been making to me my entire fucking life, bro. My entire fucking life. I've been surrounded by hill fiddle-dee-dee billies who all hate them some black people and hate them some brown people, and they've been making the same dumbass motherfucking argument with blow jugs. You got it, A. Lamau. Got a juice harp. Boing, 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 boing. I hate some blacks. I hate some browns. Look at them. Look at. They commit more crimes. Puddle deep motherfucker. And he dresses it all up and brings it in here like he's got some hot, fresh fucking argument. I'm literally 40 years old, and for every fucking year of my life, there's at least 20 hillbillies I've had to hear make the same spiel to me. Well, if you want to tell me there's no difference between a black person and a white person, why'd they do so many more crimes for? Hey, I got a real answer for all them liberals up there in Washington. If black people and white people are the same, like you trying to say, why for they be committing them all them crimes for? Puddle deep motherfucker. Be gone from my sight. Be gone from my fucking world. Be gone from the world of everybody with your stupid, ill-informed nonsense, bro. So basically, it's okay that bleeps. Oh shit! So the mask is off now. vastly commit more violent crime because some of them are impoverished, lol, yet rich bleeps also commit far more crime on average. So the mask is off now, and at this point, you're too stupid to continue fucking talking to because you're not listening. Bleeps. The fuck out of here with your weak sauce shit. Go back to your fucking storm front or your fucking pole or wherever it is you're hanging out and getting this fucking shit spoon fed to you, you dumb motherfucker. You're not interested in understanding. You're not interested in thinking outside of fucking what's been told to you. I just gave you every fucking reason why black people are disproportionately arrested for crimes. Every reason. I work in IT at a sheriff's office, and everyone seems to take the side of the guy who killed George Floyd. I want to rebuke them, but they take solidarity as their fellow law enforcement. What do I do? Grow a pair of fucking balls and tell them to shut the fuck up. Tell them they're all a bunch of thugs if they think that the person that killed George Floyd is a righteous person or was right in doing what he did. And if they come at you, stand your ground and beat the shit out of anybody who puts hands on you and get fired from your job and quit working at a place like that. How about that? Is that cool? Could you do that for me, boss? Could you square up and say, hey, slack jaws? It's not our job to crush the life out of people with our knees before they've had a fucking due process. Or you could come in here and ask me what you should be doing as a fucking cop. See, if you're actually a cop and not a troll, you should know the answer to that fucking question. Paul, you get one magical relic. What is it? I want the orb of infinite pleasure. I want the orb of infinite pleasure, which allows me to harness infinite pleasure for myself and for anybody that I choose to share it with. I would greedily guard it, though. It would turn me into Gollum, but I want the orb of infinite pleasure. What do you mean in Minecraft? Oh, yeah, in Minecraft. Lamau, I refuse to believe someone is that dumb. He just wants you to explain it for people who don't know. I don't know. Maybe. Paul, did you hear about the active shooter on the loose targeting cops in Paso Robles, California? He injured a bunch. I did not hear about that. Maybe he's hiding under the stage of the Mid-State Fair. Really? Fuck, man. That's crazy. I've been to the Mid-State Fair a bunch of times. It's been a long time, but as a kid, I used to go every year. And if I don't know if that's true or not, but if it is, that's crazy. What is pleasure if you can access it at any time? Pleasure that you can access at any time? I mean, I'm fine with it. You're all about like denying yourself the pleasure so that the pleasure when you get it is all the sweeter, but I'm tired of waiting. I just want to be able to grab the orb of infinite pleasure, you know what I mean? It's all good though. You'll feel like I do when you're 42. You just wait. Imagine thinking it's okay that bleeps commit vastly more violent crime because they poor, yet poor white people still commit far less crime than bleeps. Read a history book. I don't know what to tell you at this point. Like, if you think you're winning this argument, you might be in the wrong chat. You might be winning this argument if you're over at fucking, wherever you're usually hanging out, because it ain't here. What if you had to do a historical quiz with dates before each use of the orb of infinite pleasure? Then I would never get to use it. Why did you see that whiny cop, that press conference hating on abolished police? Huh? Get JF in here? Yeah, get that dumb French fuck in here. I'll show you guys that it doesn't take any, like, you can be completely pissed drunk and argue with a racist. It doesn't even take any kind of clarity of mind to argue with a racist. Bring JF in here. I'll fucking shut him down. Let him make his whole argument. I'll listen to his whole spiel. Because I know the truth. Like, I know the trick. I know the trick of engaging racists. Everybody should know that trick. The trick with engaging racists is you don't actually ever engage racists in good faith. They bring to you a flawed argument from the premise. And what you do is you toy with a racist. You fuck around with them a little bit. You give them a little argument, and then you slap them down and ask your fucking inspectors to ban them. I hunger for the flesh of dumb people in the chat. Dude, me too. It's not even an argument. Regressives like Paul don't like to talk about 1350 because they don't like the obvious reason. It's not just day poor. I agree, it's not just day poor. It's also day oppressed. It's also day historically oppressed. It's also they have less access to social services than everyone else in the country. It's also that they treated like shit by the authorities. It's also that they have harder times finding jobs. It's also that they are forced to live in relegated and ghettoized fucking communities where they are left to fend for themselves unless the cops are rounding up people trying to deal drugs to make a living. So yeah. It's not just because they poor. It's because they oppressed. They treated like shit. They raised generation to generation in violence, and they don't know no better. Because they are constantly under the boot heel of stupid, hillbilly, tinkle-tankle fucking juice harp playing, fucking banjo strumming, jug blowing hicks like you. How do you like me now? Boah. Paul, have you heard of Frost Harpending Selection? No, I have not, but thank you for the $5. They just more violent than we are. That's what it is. Something in the genetic code. They a little bit closer to monkeys is what I'm trying to say. The white man went ahead and evolved himself past monkeydom, but the black man never did just make it. Why don't you just come out and say what you want to say? Quit saying bleeps and say what you want to say. Black man basically just violent ass monkeys that's different from us. They're basically a different species. We ought not even mix with them. They got a gene that just makes them violent. Why don't you just come out and say what you want to say and quit pussyfooting around it, bitch? He dead? Well, fuck him then. We never knew his name. We never cared about his name. I'll tell you one thing, dude. I got a lot of tolerance for a lot of ideas, but need I say it? I hate a fucking racist. Oh my God. Of all the dumb shit that you hear online, it's the racist argument that I fucking loathe the most. It's the one that I fucking hate the most. It's the group of people that I want to just see disappear the most. I am so weary in my bones of arguing with racist people and trying to convince them that they're fucking stupid. But you can't convince a stupid person that they're stupid. That is just like, there should be a law. Let's call it Paul's Law. Convincing a stupid person that they're stupid is the hardest thing in the world to do. I hate a motherfucking racist. I hate their stupid arguments. I hate the way that they fucking carry themselves. And I'm a dude that has... You know what I mean? Like, I was the victim of violent crime in my teen years at the hands of somebody that wasn't the same race as me. And I somehow managed to navigate the weird mires of opinion and come to the fucking real truth that a human being is a human being. And these dumb motherfuckers who have probably never had an interaction with a black person beyond, like, polite hello and thank yous somehow got it all figured out. I hate these dumb motherfuckers. I can't stand them, and I can't stand their stupid fucking opinions. And I can't stand the stupid hoops that you have to jump through to argue with these types of people. And I'm tired. I'm wearying my bones of it, man. I grew up around it. I've been arguing against it my whole fucking adult life. And it just never changes. Like, people bring you shit like that dude... Before he got his dumb ass rightfully banned by Rickland Manchez, one of the wonderful specters here. By the way, thank you to my specters for keeping things fucking fresh up in this bitch. Before he was rightfully banned, he was making the same argument that I've been debunking for 20 fucking years with hillbillies and hicks in the fucking little town I grew up in. Black people need to commit more crimes. Yeah. Oh, well, oratorical. Well, thank you all anyway, but oratorical, you especially, for finally pulling the trigger. It's discouraging as fuck, Marshall. And there's all these different fucking layers of this stupid racist thought, too. I was talking about it today in Discord with some people. The same fucking topic came up. Shocker. And I'm talking about racism with people, and I'm talking about like this implicit, like little under the breath racism that a lot of white people have. I grew up around that shit. Where it's like in private when it's all just you and all your white buddies and family members, it's like, you know, Mexicans are this and Mexicans are that, and black people are this, But if there's a black dude in the room, it's like, what's up, man? Shake hands. How you doing? How you been? That kind of shit. You guys don't even want to know how fucking common that is. You don't want to know how much of that goes on in the world. We spend so much of our time looking at the overt racist that we forget that there's this whole fucking broad swath of white folk in this country that just hate them some brownies. Unless there's one standing there. Yeah, oh yeah, how you doing, sir? How you doing there, Mr. Sanchez? Long time no see. I just described my mom, Fabry. The I'm joking bullshit, the butterfly effect of casual racism over racism. Yeah. Hey, Paul, show my boss your solidarity stream, and she agreed that we should unionize, and it's going to help me organize. Work in a mailroom for a bank. Cool. Awesome, dude. That's awesome to hear. Like, I hope that you guys are successful. Like, you got to understand, like, right now you guys are fighting an uphill battle because there is no national union to support you. Or if there is one, it's a very weak union. But, you know, solidarity, dude. Best of luck, and, you know, fight for your rights and shit. Fight for your fucking fair share. That's really all you're doing. That's all you're talking about doing when you talk about unionizing. So, fuck yeah, dude. And thank you for the $5 as well. AFL-CIO is a joke, yes. I agree. For the most part. It's better than nothing, but It's definitely not the strong union that stands in solidarity that I've been talking with you guys about. I'm falling asleep maybe, but remember, drink water. What's water? I have this like purple water, and it tastes pretty good. So I'm just going to drink that. I'll be okay. Imagine thinking racism is bad in 2020. Oh, Jason, you're so edgy. You always have been edgy. Why can't we be friends, Jason? What is it? I mean, we are friends. I'm not going to lie, but why can't we get along, Jason, you and me? Why can't we ever reach a state of equilibrium with one another, Jason? Now you got to antagonize Ashley by calling him an asshole. I mean, he is an asshole, but Jason, apologize to me right now, Jason. Weird how Paul only clowns on white racists. Sure, it's justified, but he never calls out racism done by other races. And that needs to be a part of racism, calling racism out, not being selective. What? When's the last time a black dude came in here and said white people were like dirty toilet seat complexion motherfuckers? Like, did you not see me on DP clowning on Ghazi Kodzo? Like, DP, we used to clown on a guy named Ghazi Kodzo that used to keep a little white slave around and shit all over white people and was a racist, and we used to make fun of him. Where are you getting your information from? It just happens. It just so happens that it wasn't this black racist that just hates all white people that wandered in here tonight. It happened to be a white racist that wandered in here tonight. Watch any black comedian. I love Dave Chappelle. I mean, I don't know if older black comedians count to you, but my favorite stand-up routine ever, and I know he's canceled now and a horrible person, but Bill Cosby's himself is like my favorite. Hey, Paul, I want to point out that this problem extends post-color even. The people of Yugoslavia murdered each other over RISM when they were all from the same broad race. It's framed... my view that'll never I completely agree with you. I mean, arbitrarily, race is just a division that people like so that there's an us and them. People love us versus them narratives. That's just the truth about human beings. I'm sorry I'm drunk, but I feel like that what I'm saying is you guys can kind of like interpret it through the slurring and shit. But no, I agree that people are always going to find a reason to, put another group of people into the other group. Those are they're them now. They're the ones. They're the problem. Yeah, kill the red team. Kill the blue team. You speak pretty well drunk. Well, you might want to hold back your judgment while I continue to drink. Abandoning hope now. Booze money. Thank you, Ingar. Did I miss any super chats? Yeah, I did. Fuck. Yeah. Paul, the only reason older Hispanics reject conservatives is because conservatives don't accept them. If they did, they would support them 100%. You're probably right. I grew up around a lot of Hispanics, and they are actually very conservative in the way that they raise their children, the way that they run their households, and the way that they talk about fiscal politics. So I think you're absolutely right. The fact that conservatives constantly demonize Hispanic people is what keeps a lot of older Hispanic people out of the ranks of the Republicans. You're absolutely right about that. Wait a minute. What's happening? Are you fighting with Jason now? No, dude. Okay. All right. Nobody's fighting. I'm just making sure. I don't want any animosity between people I know and love. Okay. I don't need that shit. Paul isn't strange. Isn't it strange that other poor and oppressed minorities? What was it? Oh man. Oh shit. He got banned. I gotta trust my specters on that one. I was in the middle of reading that one, but it probably was going nowhere. So thank you, specters. I drank way before the drinking age. Excuse me. Jason was the guy that kept running into Brett's stream saying some stuff I can't say. That is so true. No, I won't blow it all up for people because it's really nobody's business. But Jason and I, Jason, by the way, is Zon Thomas in the chat. Is a dude that I've known for quite some time. He and I have a very complex relationship. We've known each other a long time. We've been friends for a long time. We've been through some shit. And I love him, but he also drives me fucking completely insane. It's one of those kind of things. Ashley defeated Jason. Well, I mean, it happens. What are you going to do? Dude, they're fighting now. Look at them. What are you drunk on? Wine. Been drinking wine tonight. Been having a good old wine session. Jason is a rose, beautiful to look at, harmful to touch, pretentious to always keep around. He is a graceful soul. What? What happened? Well, shit. You're drunk off Grey Poupon. Can you get drunk? These lights are bothering me. I don't want these lights on me anymore. Can I turn them off or like change them? I'm going to change them. These lights are bugging me. What color do I want? Pink? Green? Blue? Red? Yellow? I'm tired of these lights. This light, and then like I can turn the brightness way down too. There we go. And then I can do it to the other stack too. Let me see. Find a color that's less offensive to me. Turquoise? I mean, I got everything. I got turquoise, like right in here. Then I can brightness that down too. Okay. Now I feel better. I don't know if I look better, but I fucking feel better. just to change up the light a little bit. I mean, I have some sunglasses here on my desk somewhere. I should be wearing these. These are what I'm supposed to be wearing when I'm on the computer at all times. Or something like these. But this is the pair that I have. These are my blue blockers. It's supposed to help with my sensitivity and my eye strain. Cyber Paul. Bleep, bloop, bleep, bloop. When was your first time blackout drunk? I was probably like in my teens. Probably like 15, I would say. Something like that. I have a great job now and definitely have the means to go to the next DFF meetup. Hey, cool, bro. Well, you heard what I said. Blowjob incoming. They look dorky and cool. How is that possible? Oh, yeah, because Paul is great. Are you excited for Cyberpunk? I don't get excited for video games anymore. I get excited when I play a video game and I'm like, wow, this is good. But like the hype train doesn't work on me anymore. There's like one or two franchises that I get excited. Like GTA, I get excited. Final Fantasy, I get excited. Other than that, I wait till I play it. Paul, get drunk off White Claws next stream. They're good and don't get you fatter. They are basically mineral. Get out of here. Drinking no fucking White Claws. Look like a Zoomer to you, Victor Trejo. Look like a fucking Zoomer to you. No, sir. I'm not drinking no White Claws. What's your favorite Final Fantasy character? Barrett. I always loved Barrett, man. I think he's awesome. He's got a gun for an arm. He's got a sassy attitude. He believes what he says. He's got convictions and he fights for them. Like Barrett, I think, was a really cool character. I liked him a lot. Big man with a heart of gold, kind of like you. Yeah. I also like the weird characters in Final Fantasy, like Kate Sith and oh man, what was his name? The Gourmand from 9. The big weird guy with the giant tongue that wore like the dress and the chef's hat. Yeah, those types. I like the weirdos. Ashley and fucking Jason still going at it in the chat. Are you two gonna fuck anytime soon? You guys want to get it out of the way? The sexual tension is thick. Want me to help you cut it? Pass you each a butter knife so you can cut it. My cat, yeah, some hate fuck, dude. My cat woke me up and you're streaming. Hell yeah. Hey. Yeah, there's like a whole fucking fight, dude. There's a whole fight going on in the chat. The sexual tension is thick. I like Final Fantasy V the most. 9 is my favorite. I like Final Fantasy 9 the most. Chat has tribalized. What's going on? It's almost as if the person running this stream is drunk and has lost his control on the chat. Lost his ability to field the chat's questions. And thus, the chat has turned on him. Or seeking their own entertainment by destroying one another. How much have you had to drink? Not a ton, but enough. I've probably had close to a bottle of wine at this point. Which, like, back in the day wouldn't be enough to even get me really all that tipsy, but my alcohol tolerance is not what it used to be. Get drunker? Okay. Is it box wine? No, it's bottled wine. We need to unionize. Paul is drunk and does not talk about Dark Souls and is banning us for nothing. Okay. Let's do it. Let's unionize, friends. Have you seen the livers of alcoholics? Me neither. What? Huh? Say what? All right. Well, I tell you guys what. It's been 3 hours. I'm good and toasty. We've had a good time, haven't we? We've been hateful to one another. It's been great. It's been productive, right? So I guess I'll talk to you guys later. Right? Bye.